If you've ever driven along I-70 in Ohio, you've likely seen the immense facility of Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers.
So there's roughly about 100 acres here, and at any one time, if you're traveling up and down 70, you'll just see how full we get.
That's Richard Barrett of the Columbus Ritchie Brothers auction site. For those of you not familiar with the company, Ritchie Brothers is the world's largest auction company. Barrett invites you to stop in and maybe even take something home.
I'm the agricultural territory manager for Ohio, Michigan, and so it's my job to fill the yard with agricultural equipment. And December 7th is our next auction. We have a great lineup of not only agricultural equipment, trucks, and construction equipment.
Ritchie Brothers have called the small town of South Vienna, Ohio, home to one of their permanent auction sites for about 9 years now. It's one of 44 such locations worldwide, and Barrett says there's no need for an invitation. Just come check out what's for sale or to bid.
My first year at the Farm Science Review for Ritchie Brothers, local farmers here in Clark County would say, well, I drive by there all the time, but I've never been there. And I said, why not? Oh, well, it's not open to the public. Yes, we are. So you're more than welcome. You don't even have to register. You can come in the front door. You can buy lunch or buy breakfast at an auction, sit and watch the event, and just enjoy the show and go home. So we're open 5 days a week. As equipment rolls in, you're more than welcome to stop by Monday through Friday and take a look at it. We try to get as many pictures as we can on the internet. So when it's initially signed, you may only see a couple pictures, but once it hits our lot, we may take 50 pictures. And if you don't see a picture that you want, you call us and we'll get that picture to you. But you're always more than welcome to come here and take a look at it.
For those of you thinking about bidding, Ritchie Brothers does pride themselves on hosting what's called an absolute auction in every sense of the word.
We want bidders to know that when they come here, that there's no games played. They're high bidder, they're going home with it. So there's no minimum bids, no starting bids at 175, no. I mean, if you're high bidder, you're going home with it.
And for farmers asking the question, what's the price of equipment these days? Ritchie Brothers can help.
So that's the million-dollar question. So farmers call me and say, well, what's that going to sell for? Well, if I knew that, I probably wouldn't be standing here, right? So I look at the exact same information that you can see on our website. You can see everything we've sold in 24 months around the world. Go to rbauctions.com, go to auction results, and you can take a look for yourself. And that's what we base our decisions on. It's the same information you can see.
The next big auction coming up December the 7th. There's quite a bit up for grabs.
If you think you've been to an auction, you've never been to one of ours, you better come. So behind us here, there's a 2014 tandem axle diesel pusher motorhome that's selling. We have a lot of pickup trucks. So we've got I think a couple dozen pickup trucks, alone, utility trucks, service trucks. I think we have around 75 semi-trucks. We have grain trailers, we have van trailers, shipping containers. If you're a farmer looking for a little seed or chemical storage on your farm, those shipping containers are great. And so we have excavators, dozers, skid loaders, just a little bit of everything.
Not only do they have large equipment, but also smaller items of all kinds, ranging anywhere from brand new chain binders to generators, even bouncy houses and party tents. Talking things that have come across the auction floor.
So this year, probably one of the most unique things I've ever had to sell, which some of the farm families may remember from the Ohio State Fair, is the Ohio Corn Growers and Farm Bureau had the big ear of corn climbing wall. So many children, including mine, 15 years ago, climbed that wall, and they're done using it, and we're going to sell it December 7th.
Ritchie Brothers auction coming up at their South Vienna, Ohio location on December the 7th. Find more information online at rbauction.com.